license to compose. Hello, welcome. Good evening, everyone. Yes, happy to be on the call with you all again. Please confirm that you can hear me. Please confirm that you can hear me. If you can, uh, please let me know. Okay. Yes, please, can you hear me? If you can. All right. Okay, Mr. Uchenna, thank you so much. Thank you. All right, that's nice. So, without any waste of time, I will start. So, as other people are coming, they will join us on the call. All right, we'll just get started without any waste of time. As they come in, they will join the call. All right, so welcome again, Mr. Uche. It's glad to have you on the call. I can see we have two persons for now on the call. So, I will share my screen and we'll get started with the class, with today's session. Okay, so I believe you can all see my screen. Yeah, I believe you can see my screen. Okay, so we'll get started. Freelancing 101. This is a beginner-friendly guide, okay, that walks new and intending freelancers through the process of getting started. It was an amazing session we had last week. Sorry, that should be last early this month, and I hope you all got value. I got a couple of feedback from people that joined the call, and it was an amazing one. So my name is Charles, and I am an innovative digital marketer, skill monetization strategist. We'll continue from where we stopped in the last class. Today is the part B of the session on freelancing. So I'll just do a bit of recap on what we did in the last class, and then we proceed. So in the last class, there are a couple of things we covered. We talked about first what freelancing is, Then we talked about the VPPM framework of freelancing. Then the types of freelancers and who can be a freelancer. Those ones are the topic we are going to cover in today's class. And essential skills for freelancers and expected earnings slash payments method. Expected earnings slash payments method. Yeah, so it's going to be an amazing ride today, and hopefully we'll gain value. Yeah, we started by explaining who a freelancer is, and like I said, a freelancer is basically someone working for himself by offering services to clients without being tied to a long-term job. All right, as a freelancer, you get paid per project, per task, or even per hour instead of receiving a fixed salary from one employer. So freelancing is one skill I enjoy doing. It's something I've been doing for over 8 years, and it's just fun and it's really good seeing the impact I'm able to make in people's business and the rest. So you work on your own terms, you choose your clients, and you get paid for your skills. All right, you get paid for your skills. So I talked about how I gave several examples on who a freelancer can be, someone selling services to clients without a long-term contract. I gave an example. I said, for example, if a company needs a website and hires a freelancer, okay, a company needs a website and they hire a freelancer to build it. Once the job is done, the contract ends. So, but on some occasions, most freelancers or most companies would like to retain the person that has worked or that has worked with them. Yeah, they like to retain them. So depending on how good you are, yes, you can be retained to continue working with the company or with a particular client. So I would like to confirm if you can still hear, if we are still on the same page on this call. Yes, I would like to confirm if you can still hear your feedback in the comment section. If you can hear me, if you can see me, please can I see that in the comment section so that will flow. Okay, all right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. All right. So, being self-employed but paid by others, right? Being self-employed by paid by others is also you practicing freelancing. Yes, as a freelancer that you are. I gave an example of a graphic designer who creates logo for multiple business, right? They don't work for a particular company. They don't work for a particular person. They don't work on a particular project. They work for different clients from different locations and they get paid for their services. I also say the freelancer can be an independent contractor. So you are earning per job or per tax or even per hour, right? There are clients you connect with maybe on Fiverr, on Upwork, and on places like this, and they will decide to pay you per hour that you work. They may say, okay, you'll be paid $50 per blog post or $20 per hour, depending on what the contract is. All right. Then it can also be you as an individual selling your value to solve problem in exchange of money. So freelancing also, it's a way, yes, you are solving problem. Whatever challenge a company needs, and either they don't have the time to do it themselves or maybe they don't have the expertise to do it, they hire a freelancer to get it done. So you are being paid for providing solution to their challenges. All right. A business needs help managing social media, but they don't have time. So they pay a freelancer to do it. Okay. So the next thing I talked about in the last class was the VPPM framework of freelancing. And I said to succeed as a freelancer, you need these four essential components. All right. So I'm doing this revision because of those that are not here in our last class, so that you can also hear, you can also, get a glimpse of what we did. So the VPPM framework of freelancing is a concept that explains what will make you successful as a freelancer. All right. The first thing is value. Value can be interpreted as your skill. The next is a platform. You need a platform for visibility. That is what people can go to find you. Yes, you must provide solutions. Yeah. And that is in turn is services. You must have something you render. And then you make money, right? You make money. One of the goals of becoming a freelancer is to make money. But making money should not be your primary goal for becoming a freelancer because value matters. All right. I'll talk about that extensively as we proceed. So now the first point in the VPPM strategy is value. And I said you need a skill. You don't just need a skill, you need a marketable skill, right? Marketable skills are skills that are in high demand and can help you earn money. All right. So you don't just learn any skill, you learn skills that solve real world problems and they can provide value to a business or an individual. So they will be paying you for that value that your skill is providing. All right. So to make money as a freelancer, you must have a marketable skill. Now, I talked about the several types of marketable skills, categories of marketable skills. The first one I talked about digital and tech skills. These are highly paid and in demand. Yes, web development is what I earn from. It's one of the major services I offer as a freelancer, web development, right? Aside SEO optimizations and digital marketing strategies, web development is my core strength and it's something I've been doing for over 8 years, right? So this is the kind of skill that when you take your time and you learn, you pay the price, you do the sacrifice involved. It's There's every possibility of earning big, right, in the freelancing space. So UI UX design, it's also a skill to consider. Mobile app development, cyber security. This skill is in high demand now, right? Is in high demand. IT support, data analysis, AI and ML. AI means artificial intelligence and ML means machine learning. So the second skill again under the categories of skill to consider are writing and content creation skills. Okay, SEO content writing. All right, it's one thing to be a writer or to have passion for writing, and it's another to write and optimize content. Now, for people that own websites, there are two ways you make money online, right? Or there are two ways you make money online with your website. First of all, you need people to notice your business. People need to see your business. So for them to see your business without paying Google or Facebook to let them know about your business, you need to put up content that are optimized for search engine. That is to say, content that people go online to search for. Let me break it down. Let's say you want to buy shoe, a pair of shoe, and the first place you think about to check for these shoes, even before Instagram or Facebook, is where? Google, right? You head on to Google and you type shoes. Now, something will happen when you type shoes, you are going to see different kinds of shoes, right? So, shoe can be a keyword, but it's a very, very high competitive keyword. But then, when you go on Google and you search for white anklet shoes, every shoe that will pop up or that will be displayed on the search engine result page are going to be white, they are going to be ankle shoes, and yes, based on your specifications, you are going to see what you want or what you desire to see. Now, such content that pop up when you type specifically white anklet shoe are content that have been optimized to rank when people come online to search for white content, white anklet shoe. Now, how do you know what people search for? Now we have platforms like even Google, we have Google Keyword Planner, we have Yoast, we have a whole lot of them, about 4 or 5, many platforms. Yes, which I'll be talking about maybe on our group chat as we proceed. So SEO writing is also a good skill to consider. Copywriting, yes, is a good one. Blogging, technical writing, script writing, these are all good skills that you need to consider because they would help take your brand or your writing skills to the next level. Definitely your freelancing journey. So I talked about design and multimedia, graphic designers, video editing. Wow. You see, many companies are ready to make content, right? But some don't have the time, like I said, to make content. So if you are good at making high-end quality videos, definitely the company will want to work with you. They want to hire you, right? Either on a long-time basis or on freelancing basis, contract basis. All right. So understanding how to even do animation videos, motion graphics, branding and logo design, infographics and presentation designs are skills you can also consider. Right. Remember, I am talking about marketable skills. Right. I'm talking about marketable skills, skills that are in demand, okay, in the digital space, right? So the fourth one we have here as a set of marketable skills are the marketing and sales skills. We have digital marketing, social media advertising, social media management, email marketing, affiliate marketing, e-commerce marketing, and the rest. Okay, so I also have a strength in digital marketing as well, and it's also one of the things I earn from as a freelancer. Then the last one, categories of skills, marketable skills, we have the business and administrative support. This is where services like virtual assistants come to play. All right. Now, you know what a typical secretary or administrative secretary in an office does, right? Take charge of emails, make calls, attend to the front desk, be at the front desk, attend to client inquiries and stuff like that. Yes, that is exactly what happens when you are a virtual assistant. But now see the word there, virtual, right? So it's not, you are not required to be at a particular location to get these things done. You do that virtually, you do that online. So you can be in America and you are freelancing for a client in Hong Kong. You can be in South Africa, you are freelancing for a client in Nigeria. You can be in Nigeria, you are freelancing for a client in Brazil, and you're an administrative officer or a virtual assistant. All right. Data entry, spreadsheet management, project management, business consulting, market research. These are skills that are in high demand that you can also consider that can help you get an edge as a freelancer. So, in a nutshell, these skills are important and they are essential. But now, how do you choose a marketable skill? Right? I've talked about different sets and categories of skill here. Now, how do you choose a skill to learn? You've considered all what we have. Possibly you've taken screenshots to see this, but now you're asking yourself, which skill can I learn? Which skill can I start with? All right. So we have marketable skills. The things you need to consider, first of all, you need to pick a skill that matches your interests. Pick a skill that matches your interest and your strength. Okay. Now, the next thing you will do after picking that skill is to ensure that there is a demand for it. Okay. In the last class, I showed us how to go over to Upwork or Fiverr or even LinkedIn to see how you can sort to check if those skills are in demand. Yes, if you are not in the last class, you can still watch the video we have um, on our website, yeah, to get access to those class. Then you need to learn and improve either using free or paid online courses, right? Free or paid online courses. And of course, you need to create samples and start offering your services. Yeah, create samples and start offering your services. Now, as long as you belong to our community, you'll definitely have access to most of these guides I've said. All right. So if you missed the last class, a quick one, you can head over to our website now. All right, you can head over to our website, laskill.org. So once you get to our website, you go to the course section. You can see the course we have here on Freelancing 101. So you need to enroll for the course. Yes, I have made the course accessible for everyone that is on this call. So for today, you can have access to this course at no cost. All right. So just go in, sign in to access the course, and you begin to learn. All right, I'm coming. I want to show you what we have there. So once you get to the course area, we have the freelancing. Okay, so open up. Yes, I'm already subscribed to the course. I'll click on continue learning, and you'll see where I explain most of these things I'm talking about. All right, now the VPPM framework is also a course you can access here. When you scroll down again, marketable skills. So see where I broke them down. We have the tech skills, writing skills, design, marketing, and business administrative skills, right? So with this, then how to discover in-demand skills. When you click on it, you see where I explained how to go on Fiverr, all right, how to go on Fiverr to search for a skill you would like to learn, right? How you go on Fiverr to search for the skills and you learn the skills. Okay, so these are very, very important. Very, very important. So if you miss the last class, just let me drop the link in the group in the comment section. You just head over to our website and access the course there. All right, access the course. So let me copy the link and drop it in the comment section. Okay. So after the call, you just check it out. You check it out. All right. So let's proceed with our slide. So next, a platform. After learning a skill, you need a platform, right? You need a platform. Now, this platform is a place where you showcase your skill. It's one thing to learn a skill, it's another to make money from your skill. So, for you to make money from your skill, you need to let people know about what you do. So, that is the reason why you need a platform. All right. You need a place to showcase your skill, whether on freelancing platforms or you do a personal branding. For myself, I have my website. My website is a place where I also talk about my skills and I have skills like my services I offer. Now, sorry, charlesizoba.digital.com. So this is my website. It shows that I offer digital marketing strategies and web development. You can see the couple I've worked with, right? Brands I've worked with, brands I'm also currently working on. And you can see the services I offer ranging in digital marketing strategies, web development, search engine optimization, digital skill training, and mentorship. When you scroll down, you can also see the services I offer. Now, this is me myself as a freelancer to market myself. So it is very, very important you understand how this thing works and know that after learning a skill, the next thing, or even while learning that skill, is to create where people can see your works. Okay. Now I'm still updating my portfolio because I started updating the site about 3 days ago. But all these clients that you see here that I've worked with, every relationship I had with them is going to be published on this place, published on my personal website. Okay, on my personal website. Now, one of the things you make sure you do is to ensure people have a direct means of reaching you. When you visit the site, you click on the view profile portfolio, it takes you to my portfolio where you see all my works, right? If you are cool with all my works or you want to book a section and you just click, you see the calendar where you can book a free consultation with me and we'll discuss what you want. Now, these things are very, very important as a freelancer. Now, what if you don't have the funds to create a site for yourself? There are other options which I'm also going to talk about. So let's proceed. Now, you need a platform, and let me show you some practical steps on how to showcase your skills as a freelancer. Now, the first thing is to create a strong portfolio. What is a portfolio? A portfolio is a collection of your work that proves your skills to potential clients. All right? You need to collate all those work you've done. That is what I am doing on my personal website, bringing together all the works, all the jobs that I've done for clients, so that when a prospect, a new client, or a prospect reaches out to me, I can show them proof of my work. To succeed as a freelancer, clients need to see what you have done to give them the confidence that you can do the same for them. So you must create a portfolio. Now, as a beginner, you may ask, what if or how do I create a portfolio when I've not gotten clients? Yes, there are ways you can do that. And as we proceed, I'm going to explain that to you. All right. Now, you need to optimize your social media presence. You need to optimize your social media presence. Remember, you've learned a skill. We are talking about platform, places you can showcase your work. So your social media is a good place. You can also do that if you don't have a website. And even if you have a website, it is also good you also utilize your social media. Ensure it is optimized. All right, check. And clients sometimes will want to go to your platforms to check you out. Okay, they want to go to these different places to check you out. So it is very, very important that you optimize your profile. You don't just create a profile, and create a social media account, and it is just there. People cannot really see much or connect really with you. It's not advisable. So you have to optimize your presence. Now, let me show you an example of what I'm talking about. For instance, as a freelancer, okay, one of the places you should utilize, one of the platforms you should utilize is LinkedIn. Okay, optimize your profile. Okay, let it reflect who you are, what you do. When you come to my LinkedIn profile, you can see it is properly optimized, reflecting what I do, right? You can still see my picture, you can still see my title, right? You can still see all this information, which are the same thing you see when you visit my website. Now, intentionality in your branding matters a lot because it will help you go far and it will help you take your brand to the level you are expecting or you are looking at. Now, you have to be conscious of the things you post. Okay, the things you post. It is very, very important because companies want to be sure that they are dealing with someone that understands what they talk or what they say they do. All right. So you are not on LinkedIn. Um, of course, LinkedIn is a professional platform, so you don't go there. You don't act on LinkedIn the way you act on Facebook. So you just have to be professional when you're in this platform. All right. So you have to be conscious of the things you put. Okay, things that show your expertise, things that show what you can do. When you render a job or client, when you get a job done, put it out there. You can see my own. This was the same thing you saw on my website, right? So I'm taking time now to compile all my portfolio, all my works. These are very, very important as a freelancer because it helps prove to the clients that you are capable of doing what you said you will do for them. Right? Okay, so the next thing is to join freelancing platforms and job boards. Okay, you can get your clients from Upwork, you can get from Fiverr, you can get from Total, you can get from People Per Hour, you can get from We Work Remotely, right? Yes, if you are interested in getting my slide, I'm going to give you the slide freely, okay? But you have to be in our WhatsApp community to get the slide, okay? Right. So now you can go on any of these platforms like you can see here and you create a profile for yourself and you post those sample works or those jobs that you've done for clients. They are very, very important. Okay. Now, create content to attract clients. Create content to attract clients. This is very potential clients. If you go to my LinkedIn, you see the content I post there. These are things that are relating to my field. Okay. Now, network and engage in communities. Some mini services or trial just to prove to the client or that you can get the job done for them. This helps to build trust. You can offer sample or you can even offer a discounted, maybe give a discount for your project. All right. So with this, you can be able to get testimonials. You can put out to showcase your work. Now, collect reviews and testimonials. Okay, collect reviews and testimonials. Those things are very, very important. So, in a nutshell, to showcase your skill as a freelancer, the first thing you need to do is to build a portfolio. The portfolio helps you to showcase proof of your expertise. The next is to leverage social media. This, by leveraging social media, it means you must create valuable content. The third thing is to join freelancing platform so that you are visible where clients go to search for online, offer free trials. Some of the mobile apps we use, they give you 3 days trials, 1 week trials, 5 days trials, 1 month trial, 30 days trial. Now, these things are done to build trust with the client and to help you try their product to be sure you need it and then to continue with them. Very, very important. So please, if you are still on the call, notify me. Then problem, okay. The third one is problem solving. You don't have to do everything yourself, okay. So you have to hire people who are better than you at what they do. This was one of the quotes from Richard Branson, and this is one of the reasons why clients hire freelancers because they don't have to do everything by themselves. They need to hire people who understand it better or people that are expertise in that thing to get it done for them. So problem solving is the third P in the VPPM strategy, all right, that talks about services. Your services based on the skill you must be providing solution. So why clients hire you? Now, clients hire you because of your ability to solve a problem they can't do, or a problem or a challenge they don't have the time to solve by themselves. So that is why, all right. So when they hire you, ensure you deliver value. Find one skill, get good at it, and offer your services confidently. All right. Now, clients value expertise over efforts. They focus on delivering quality. It may take you 50 hours to get it done. It may take you 10 years to get it done. Of course, that's not realistic. But what I'm actually saying is the end product is what the client is interested in. Value, quality. Don't joke with it. Now, your skill is equals to their solution. All right. That skill you own is a solution to another client or another company. All right. So always think about it in the mindset of how does my skill help my clients? Once a client know you are valuable to them, they will definitely want to keep you or reach out to you anytime they need your services. Now, confidence matters. Even if you are just starting out as a freelancer, speak with confidence. Client wants to know that you are confident and you are sure you will deliver to them. So speak with confidence. So the key to success is to position yourself as a problem solver, not just a worker. All right. If you can show clients that your skill helps their business, you will stand out even as a beginner. So the goal here, showcase what you do confidently so that a client have the confidence that you can get their job done for them. And of course, they will hire you. So the fourth thing I talked about was money, which is the last framework in the VPPM strategy. Of course, the goal is to make money. People say freelancing is ultimately about making money, whether as a side hustle or a full-time career. Some say freelancing isn't just about making money, it's about building reputation. So it is up to you to decide. But then, if you stand by freelancing is about making money, then this is something you should consider. Yes, businesses exist to make money. Okay, you are offering your services, so yes, you have to be paid for your services. But if you focus only on money and ignore professionalism, you ignore ethics, or you ignore quality of work, then your reputation will suffer. Okay, your reputation will suffer and you may struggle to get a repeated client. So that is when a client encounters you for the first time and they get the job done, or you get the job done for them. Because you are not professional, because of your ethics, or you don't even deliver quality, they may not come back. So if you want them to come back, it means you must be professional in dealing with clients. You must understand the work ethics. And of course, you must deliver quality work. Please don't become a freelancer and you begin to see some kind of personal relationship with your client and you begin to ask them for money. Trust me, they will just leave you. So be professional, understand boundaries or professional relationship. But then there is a stage you get to with the bond with your clients. There are some extra kind of communication you could have, right? Getting to know each other well. So please bear this at the back of your mind. So I'm leaving you with this quote. Freelancing isn't about making money, but the best way to make consistent money is by delivering great work and to maintain a strong reputation. So I believe most of you here are beginners. As beginners, don't focus on money only, right? Yes, you make money, but money should not be the priority. Focus on delivering quality work, and you always get clients coming back or referring you to other clients that you can work with. Yes, that was where we ended the part one of the freelancing for beginners. And today actually is for the part two. I believe those of you that just joined us today, those of you joining for the first time, I believe you've got value. Please, if you have, drop on the comment section. Let me see that. Just drop on the comment section. If you've gotten value so far, drop in the comment section. And I will go straight to explain part two within the next 30 40 minutes so that we'll call it a day for today. So I'm in the comment section and I'm looking at it. If you know you got value so far from even the revision I've just done, yeah, feel free to drop in the comment section. So why that is ongoing, because I don't want to take our time and I respect everybody's time, I will jump to the part two. Now, the things we are going to consider here: one, the types of freelancers, show who can be a freelancer, essential skills for freelancers, then expected earnings and payments method So types of freelancer, we have three types of freelancers, right? We have the on-site freelancers. These guys, they work physically at a company's office, but is not a permanent employee, right? There was a time I got contracted by a studio in Lagos. Yes, I was there to get the job done for them. After delivering the job, I left, right? I've also had the same contract with um, a hospital in Lagos as well. Yes, I think I spent about 2 weeks, almost a month in their facility, getting working on their projects, on their courses, their websites, and a whole lot of things, branding and the whole thing. The moment I was done, I left. So at that point, I was an on-site freelancer. Okay, so I worked physically at the company's location, right? But I was not a permanent employee of that. All right, I can see your comment, Utibe. Thank you so much. All right, Uchenna, thanks a lot. All right, so let's proceed. Okay, Lily, yes, all right, thank you so much. So, like I said, at that point, I was an on site freelancer. Okay, I was an on site freelancer. Then, the beautiful thing about freelancing was even while I was working with the company on site, I was also delivering other jobs. I was also delivering my services to other clients. You see, I was not just tied down to that particular client, but I respect the time of which I'm working with them. So our working time was 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Right? So 10 a.m. in between I had breaks, then 5 p.m. I was solely working on the company's job. Right? Now from 5:30, I had my own time to deliver other jobs for other clients. So that was how I did it for over 3 weeks to 1 month. Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday are free times that I also attend to extra customers. And yes, I got paid for my job and I left. Now, the second type of freelancer are the remote freelancers. They work completely online without needing to be physically present. All right. You can be in at your location and you are working for a client in another country, in another state, in another city. Yes, you are a remote freelancer. And then there is the hybrid freelancer. Hybrid is a combination of the on-site freelancer and the remote freelancer. So you work both on site and remotely, depending on the job. right? So with the illustration I gave in the first example, I can also say at that point I was a hybrid freelancer. I was working online, working offline, getting things done, getting paid for my services, right? Okay, so who can be a freelancer? Who can be a freelancer? Now, anyone with a skill plus internet access can be a freelancer. If you have a skill, like I've said, a marketable skill, right? If you have a marketable skill and you've created a platform for yourself, yes, you can become a freelancer. Are you a student or a fresh graduate? Yes, you can become a freelancer. Are you a stay at home parent taking care of the house or taking care of your children? Yes, you can be a freelancer. Are you a skilled professional? Yes, you can be a freelancer. Are you a creative or a content creator? Yes, you can be a freelancer. An entrepreneur or a business owner? Yes. 9 to 5 worker looking for extra income? Yes. So, irrespective of your current status, as long as you have a marketable skill and you've created a platform for yourself, you can become a freelancer. Even if you're currently working with a company and you have some time for yourself, you can become a freelancer. Okay. Now, what are the essential skills for freelancers? To succeed as a freelancer, you need a mixture of technical skills that can be related to a specific job and a soft skills for personal and business related abilities. And I'm going to break it down, right? I'm going to break it down. The essential skills for freelancers. Remember, I've talked about marketable skills, the skills you need to acquire and be good at, create a platform for yourself, and then you earn as a freelancer. Now, despite learning those skills, there are other essential skills you must learn. There are other essential skills you must understand in order to succeed as a freelancer. And like I said, it's a mixture of technical skills and soft skills. And I'm going to break it down. Okay. So, soft skills, they are must have skills for any freelancer. Please take a screenshot if possible and have a pen and paper handy. Soft skill is a must. As a freelancer, you must have soft skills. Examples of these soft skills are communication skill. The ability for you to communicate with your clients matters a lot. When you are working on a project, let them know, yes, you are working on a project. When they ask for something you cannot deliver at XYZ time, let them know when you can deliver it. Okay, so communication matters in everything we do in life. Communication matters, even in our relationships as couples, our relationships as co-workers, relationships as friends. Communication matters. Another one is time management. Time management. You must learn to use your time very, very well. It is very, very important. Okay, time management. So I wouldn't stress much. You already know it is self-explanatory. Learn how to manage your time, right? You have the right to know from your clients the time frame they want you to work with them. If you're working remotely with a client and the clients, yeah, of course, time zone can be different. So when you understand their time zone and you set or you adjust your own schedule according to their time zone. So sometimes as Nigerians or Africans, you find yourself working for a client that is either 6 hours behind you or 6 hours before you, or even 10 hours, whatever time difference it is. Just understand that that is also a priority to you. That is why most times when we see freelancers freelancing, they take it as even a full-time job, or they take jobs they can do at a particular time of the hour so that it doesn't affect the current job they are doing. So time management is very, very essential. Problem solving and adaptability, right? Remember, these clients are seeing you as a solution to their problem. Prove to them that indeed you are a solution to their problem and you can adapt to certain changes when it comes up. They want to have that confidence that they have the right person in their team working with them. Self-discipline and motivation. Please, nobody should motivate you. Motivate yourself. Discipline yourself. And of course, in the long run, it will pay out. A lot of us appreciate and admire Cristiano Ronaldo today, but you know a lot of discipline he takes to get to the level he is. So many players that have played with him say positive things about his work ethics. right? About the way he disciplines himself from diet, from lifestyle, and even mentality in the pitch. So, as a freelancer, self discipline matters, and you have to be your own motivator. Yes, your wife, your couple, or your spouse, or your siblings, or anyone around you that understand the nature of your job can also motivate you, but you need to be your own motivator. Now, as a freelancer, another important soft skill you need is negotiation and pricing skills. All right, negotiation and pricing skills. These skills are very, very important. Remember, I said these soft skills are very, very important. They are very, very important. Negotiation and pricing skill. Learn how to negotiate with clients. Now, one of the challenges new freelancers face are one, they are scared of overpricing, not to scare the clients, and they are also scared of underpricing, not to cheat themselves. So there needs to be a balance. For instance, if you are to deliver a job for, let's say, $1,000, or let's just be realistic a bit, let's just say $500, right? You may tell the client 600 or 550, knowing fully well that some of them may want to negotiate with you and you have a balance. You don't feel cheated, they don't feel cheated, right? You don't feel you've overvalued and they don't also feel you're cheating them, or even if they feel like maybe the funds is too much, or maybe they are cheating you, you are still comfortable with what they'll be paying you. All right. Now, to help you with most of these things, I've written some articles that can guide you. Like I said, my goal is to help you on this journey of becoming freelancers. When you go to our website and you go to resources, you'll see a couple of articles that I've written that can guide you on this journey on becoming a freelancer, right? If you scroll down to the freelancing guide, you can see the articles I have there. Okay, I think it's still taking time, but on your own, at your own spare time, you check it out. Okay, go to resources and scroll down to freelancing guide, and you access this course to learn more, to see more tips and ideas that I've shared on the platform that can help you um, with some questions most clients ask freelancers. Now, the next thing you should consider are technical skills. All right, technical skills. Now, technical skills are job specific skills that you need to deliver quality work. Remember, I said soft skills is a must. You must have them. Now, technical skills are clinched to a particular kind of work, maybe job specific kind of work. For instance, as a freelancer or as a graphic designer, right? Every skill relating to graphic design should be something you are good at. Okay, because you need to be sure, you need to understand how to use those tools to deliver the job. Okay, so technical skills are based on your industry. Are you a writer? Then everything that has to do with writing, helping you write efficiently, maybe your Grammarly, maybe your ChatGPT, maybe your plagiarism checker and all those things, you must know how to use those tools. Okay, are you a web developer? Are you coding, or are you writing, or are you using blocks, WordPress? You must understand how to use the codes that are relevant to your industry. So these technical skills are industry based, and they are also important to learn how to use and maximize them very well. Okay, digital marketing and social media management. You cannot be a digital marketer when you cannot run ads. You cannot be a digital marketer when you cannot interpret insights from the ads you've run. So you need to understand the technicalities of these skills, how to interpret that data, and even how to help make informed decisions to your clients. All right. Virtual assistants and customer support. Of course, if you're a virtual assistant, you must learn how to use productivity tools like the Trello, like even Google Workspace, maybe Google Slides or Google Sheet or Google Doc, and stuff like that. Okay, you must learn how to book online calendars. You must learn how to even book online flights, and learn communication to get clients to get a particular job done, or call on behalf of your clients, stuff like that. So technical skills are industry based. Soft skill are skill that you must have, right? You must have it as long as you're a freelancer. Even outside freelancing, you should know how to communicate. You should know how to manage your time, right? You should be self-disciplined, and you should also know how to negotiate when a need comes for that. Now, in addition to soft skill and technical skills, let's talk about business and financial skills. Most freelancers, especially newbie freelancers, have challenges in managing their clients, and it's very, very bad. Some have challenges with customer service, which is very, very bad. Okay, so you need to learn how to manage your finances, you need to learn budgeting, you need to learn personal branding, how to brand yourself as a freelancer that you are. These things are important because they have a vital role to play for you as a freelancer. You can see my intentionality in branding and the things I put out relating to my own freelancing services as a web developer and SEO strategist and a business, digital marketer. So these things are important. You learn how to brand yourself, market yourself, know how to take charge of your budget, your finance, and of course, learn how to manage your clients. All right, learn how to manage your clients. So, what are the tools for freelancers? As freelancers, the right tools will make freelancing much more easier for you. Now, if you are into project management or communication, you must learn how to use Slack, right? Slack is a platform that is used. Slack brings community together, right? With Slack, you can be able to assign tasks, assign roles, get people, get job done, get your check marks and the rest. You can use Zoom. You can learn how to use Google Meet for communication. Learn how to use your Trello, Notion, Asana, ClickUp. All right. So depending on your field, your expertise, okay, there are relevant tools that you need. Are you a designer? You must know how to use Photoshop, CorelDRAW, Canva, or Illustrator, Figma, Premiere Pro, Final Cut. All these things that you need as a freelancer on that particular skill that you are learning or that you are rendering as a service, you must learn how to use them. All right. Now, are you a writer? Of course, you must know how to use Google Docs. You must understand how Grammarly works. All right. You must know how to use Notion AI, Hemingway. These things are tools we use for writing. Now, these tools are relevant that you understand how to use them and you use them well for your own business. Very, very important. Okay. Then, web development and search engine. Either you know how to write your codes or you know how to use WordPress to do your drag and drop. You can be able to create websites with Shopify, with Webflow. SEMrush is used for SEO. RF is used for SEO. Google Analytics also helps you for SEO and decision making in business, right? It helps you to use in tracking the activities that are happening around your business in the online space. So if you're a freelancer, you must learn how to use these things. Now, to manage your finance and payments as a freelancer, how do you receive money from international clients? You can use PayPal, though a lot of issues with PayPal for Nigerians. You can use Pioneer, you can use Stripe, you can use GPay, you can even do local bank transfer or wire transfer into your account, right? So all these things are things you must understand and note so that you can, enjoy your freelancing journey. Okay. So I leave you with another quote that says, to be successful as a freelancer, you need soft skills. Now, soft skills will help you manage your clients and projects. You also need technical skills. Technical skills are based on your industry. And then you need business skills. Business skills will help you grow your freelance career. And finally, with the right tool, you will be able to work efficiently as a freelancer. Right? Are we still together? If you are still in this call, please you can drop an emoji, maybe your favorite emoji, in the comment section, so I would know I'm not alone here. Right? If you are still on this call, drop your emoji. Yeah, drop an emoji so I will know you are still with me on this call. Okay, so let's proceed. I respect your time, and we are rounding up in the next 10 minutes. So, what are the expected earnings and payment methods for freelancers? Let me tell you the truth. The minimum you can earn as a freelancer, right, when you understand what you're doing, is 500 minimum. But yes, you can earn more than that, all right? And I'm going to break it down for you. I'm just going to give you a simple analogy. Analogy, yeah, that can guide you. Excuse me, please. Okay. Uh, Sorry for the challenge for the glitch in network. Can you see? Okay. So I'm back on. I don't know. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Who is on the call? Sorry, we have an issue with the network, but we are rounding up now. Thank you so much, Utibe, for that feedback. All right. So please, if you can hear me, can I get a feedback in the comment section? If you can hear me, please, can I get a feedback so we can wrap up with the class? Please, if you can hear me, can I get a feedback from the comment section so we can round up? Okay. All right. Thank you so much. Okay. Okay. Let me drop a feedback in the group so that we can round up now. All right. All right. So, as I was saying, and we are going to wrap up here. Now, I was doing an estimation, right? I was doing an estimate to tell us how much you can earn as a freelancer. And here I said, um, let's work with a minimum of at least $5, right? Let's say you earn $5 per month. All right. So, sorry, $5 per hour, right? And we have 5 working hours based on the agreement you have with your client. So in a day, you can earn about $25, which is $5 per hour times 5 hours. That is 25. Now we have 7 days in a week, or you may probably be working for 5 days or 6 days in a week. So let's say you are working 6 days in a week and you multiply your $25 per day times 6 days, that gives us like $150, right? And then we have 4 weeks in a month. Okay, 4 weeks in a month gives us about $600. And me and some months we have 5 weeks. So in the months where you have 5 weeks, what happens? You are earning how much? Six or $750 in a month. All right. So the beautiful thing about freelancing is you can work on multiple jobs to increase your earning, right? As long as those jobs does not, disturb your flow of duty for the clients you are working for, then you can get that done. On the long run, you can even have an agency for yourself, for your brand, right? You can have an agency for your brand and you get people working under you. You get the gigs, they get the job done, you get paid, and you pay them as a contract based payment. Maybe you are being paid when you are done with a specific aspect of the project. Okay, when you complete a specific phase in the project, then they pay you. For instance, you get a gig to build a site for a client. You have to break the delivering of that job into 3 different phases. At phase one, once you are done with phase one and the client reviews, they pay you the agreed amount of money. At phase two, they pay you the agreed amount of money. At phase three, they pay you the agreed amount of money. All right. Now, when you operate this way, you are getting paid on contract based on the completion of the project or based on the job you've done at a specific time to based on the agreement with your client. Then you can be paid hourly, like the illustration I gave. You can be paid based on the hours you work. All right. If you would work on that terms, you always need to clock in, right? There's a process, there is a way that particular flow works, where the client is being conscious or you are being conscious of your work hour. Your screen is being recorded, the activities happening in your screen is being calculated to be sure that you work the exact amount that you are claiming or you've agreed to work on. All right. So that is it for today. I was just felt so bad that the network interrupted us last time. Sorry, earlier on. But the goal for today's class is to guide us on this journey to move smoothly into transitioning into freelancing. And the goal is to help us understand the basic things we must understand as freelancers Okay, now I would like you to visit our webinar page, all right, to get information about our next training. Our next training will be coming up on the 10th. Yes, as you can see in the slide, it will be coming on the 10th of next month, April, right? And now we have a different topic for our next webinar. In our next webinar, we'll be talking about the mistakes new freelancers make and how to avoid them. All right, the mistakes new freelancers make and how to avoid them. And I'll be inviting someone to speak with us. So I'll keep you guessing for now. Okay, now at our next webinar, you are going to understand the biggest mistakes new freelancers make and how to avoid them. Then you will learn how to choose the right niche, set fair pricing, secure your payments, and also identify and handle bad clients. That is the truth. Some people will want to scam you, okay? A lot of freelancers are falling victim to scammers. So you have to be careful. At the next webinar, you are also going to learn how to market yourself effectively and develop the right mindset to build a successful and sustainable freelancing career. Okay, so when you visit our site, you are going to see this. You need to register for this webinar. Now that I can see network keeps having giving us issues, I'm so sorry about that. By the next class, we are going to sort that out. All right. So, in a nutshell, to give a recap of everything I've said today, we have been able to cover important aspects of freelancing, things that can guide you, things that can guide us in this journey as freelancers. All right. Going back to the first page, how I started this training, we've talked about a couple of things that are relevant to each and every one of you on this call as freelancers. All right. We've got to understand what freelancing is, the VPPM framework of freelancing, the types of freelancers, who can become a freelancer, essential skills for freelancers, and your expected earnings and payments method. So glad to have you all come back to be with me on this call. I'm open to your questions, so feel free to ask me questions if you have any, and I will definitely answer your questions. Yes, I'm reading through the comments. And I can see from Utubeima, I really learned a lot about freelancing. I'm ready to create value and monetize my skills through freelancing. All right, thank you so much. Thank you so much for that. We really appreciate. Mr. Uchenna, thanks for the impact. I'm ready to fly. Yes, and I'm here to guide you on this journey as well. I'm here to guide you on this journey. Mr. Paul Ekunife, all right, thank you. Mr. Good News, oh, God's love, we can hear you, sir. Okay, I appreciate this opportunity again. All right, thank you, everyone. I'm glad to have you all on the call. So if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comment section or drop them in our WhatsApp community and I'll attend to your questions. All right. So remember, as a freelancer, you work for yourself, you offer services to clients without being tied to a long time job, to a long time contract. The VPPM framework of freelancing is the framework that will help you succeed as a freelancer. You need valuable skills. We look around digital and tech skills, which are in demand, and multimedia, marketing and sales, business and administrative support. We talked about how to choose a marketable skill. First, you pick a skill, ensure there's a demand for that skill, learn and improve yourself, create samples, which are portfolios, so that you can prove to clients that you are able to do what you claim you will do for them. All right. Now, to showcase your skill as a freelancer, you need to build a portfolio, you need to leverage social media, join freelance platform, network and engage, and sometimes you offer free trials. All right. Ensure your skill is solving problem because the clients will only hire you when you position yourself enough as a problem solver. If you can show them the skill you've got and what it can do for their business, they will definitely hire you. So money should not be your priority. Focus only on money. If you focus only on money and ignore professionalism, ethics, and quality works, your reputation will suffer and you may not have a repeated client. All right. So freelancing isn't about making money, but the best way to make money consistently is by delivering great work and maintaining a strong reputation. The types of freelancer, like I said, we have the on-site freelancer, remote freelancer, and the hybrid freelancer. Of course, if you are a student, a fresh graduate, a stay at home mom, a skilled professional, a 9 to 5 worker, an entrepreneur or business owner, you can become a freelancer. The essential skills for freelancers include the soft skills, varieties in communication skills, time management skills, problem solving and adaptability skills, self discipline and motivation, negotiation and pricing. Considering the technical skills, we have the writing and content creation, graphic design and video editing, web development and UI UX, digital marketing and social media management, and of course, virtual assistant and customer support. In addition to soft skill and technical skills, you need business and financial skills. You need to learn how to manage your clients. You need to learn customer services. You need to understand financial and budgeting skills, and of course, marketing and personal branding. Tools you need to understand based on your own expertise. At least you need to understand how to use communication and project management tools, like, of course, this Google thing we are doing here, the Slack, the Zoom, the Google Meet, the YouTube Live. You need to learn how to use your Canva, your Illustrator, Figma, CorelDRAW if you are an editor or a graphic designer. You also need to learn how to use tools like Grammarly, Notion AI, Google Docs if you're a writer. If you're a web developer, you need to, of course, understand how to do your code or how not to code with WordPress, Shopify, Wix, and the likes. All right. Then how do you receive your payments? You have to integrate payments, create accounts with GPay, Pioneer, Stripe, and the likes. All right. So expected earnings, like I've said, if you take this seriously, minimum you can earn in a month is at least $500 to $600. So imagine you have consistent job coming in, you'll definitely make a lot for yourself. You can either be paid a fixed amount of money based on your agreement, or you can be paid at the completion of a job, which is dicey. And I will advise, instead of waiting to get paid at the end of a job, you split the job into different phases so that for every phase you complete, you get paid. And of course, there must be some upfront payment for you to start up with the job. Then you can decide to be paid in hourly. All right. So this is all. If you have questions, if you need clarity, I'm here to attend to your questions and I'll definitely give you my time. And like I said, if you visit our website and go to the resources page, you will see a lot of content I have published there for you on freelancing. You can go there to see freelancing job questions and how to answer them. You can read articles on how to find and secure freelance gigs. I've also written about the seven easiest freelancing jobs for beginners and how to start. Now, you don't have a laptop. What kind of freelancing stuff or jobs can you do? I've written an article on that that will guide you. Freelancing 101, everything you need to know to get started. This is even an extension of what I've taught you today. And then how to avoid scams and fraudulent clients. So visit our website, head over to the resources section, and you scroll to freelancing guide, and you see a lot of content and articles I've written for you there. So until the next class, do have a wonderful evening. I wish you success in all you do. And of course, we will continue to scale through in this journey as freelancers.